Everyone, welcome to Ultra Vision Academy. We are going to start with your 11th science in this class. Now, first of all, we'd like to have an introduction of the faculties. So, one by one, the faculties are going to come up to the stage and you will get a chance to see them. All right. So, first of all, I'll introduce myself. I am Ishan Mer. I'm going to teach you physics for 11th and 12th standard science, right? Entire syllabus, everything, board exams, JEE, textbook, NEET, everything, right? Even good set. So we are going to cover everything over here, right? Okay, so I hope you are ready to enjoy the world of physics. All right. Now I'll invite my colleague over to introduce himself.
गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स, मैं सेल्फ लक्ष्मण और हम लोग पूरे 2 साल आप मैथ्स की क्लास में को देखने वाले हो। आपकी कंप्लीट मैथ्स जो चाहे एनसीईआरटी जी ये सारे के सारे पूरी कंप्लीट मैं आपको करवाने वाला हूँ और छोटी सी जर्नी के बारे में बताऊंगा। जयपुर में बीटेक करने के बाद मैंने कोटा जयपुर यहाँ पे आपको जेईई मैथ्स ये कराने के बाद आपके गुजरात के अंदर पिछले काफी टाइम से कुछ मैं खाना और पिछले 3 साल से मैं यहाँ पे आप लोगों को या यहाँ पे मैं मैथ्स और ये सब करवाता हूँ। बहुत सारे बच्चों का रिजल्ट भी अच्छा मिले होते हैं। कुछ बच्चे आईआईटी एनआईटी का बहुत अच्छी कॉलेजेस में है जिसके बारे में इंट्रोडक्शन आपको कुछ बच्चों से मिलवाया भी जाएगा इस एंड में सेशन के एंड में। आपको एनसीईआरटी कुछ बच्चों के बहुत सारे बच्चों के डाउट रहते हैं कि एनसीईआरटी में नहीं करवाया जाता या ऐसा है। आप लोगों ने जो सोच के या जो कोई डिसाइड करके मैथ्स सब्जेक्ट चूज किया है वो सिर्फ एनसीईआरटी से आपको नहीं, इसलिए हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम को कवर करवाते हैं और उसके साथ ही आपका एनसीईआरटी जो है वो कवर होगा। तो उसके लिए अलग से आपको कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं, आपको कुछ भी मिस नहीं होगा, आपको टाइम तक बता नहीं होगा कि ये वो पार्ट है कैसे ये पार्ट है। तो आपके मैथ्स रिलेटेड जो भी डाउट्स है जो भी क्वेरीज है मैं आपको सॉल्व करवाऊंगा। अभी आपके सामने केमिस्ट्री के लिए आंसर आपको बताएंगे।
Hello students, good morning to all of you. Myself Kanisham Kargade. I have completed my master's degree from NIT Nagpur and I am in this field since 9 years and I am in ultravision since 2016. I am going to complete you chemistry, 11th standard chemistry, 12th standard chemistry, NCERT जो बोर्ड्स को हम बोलते हैं that is JEE and NEET. And the whole chemistry, complete chemistry में मैं ही आपको पढ़ाऊंगा, ठीक है? So in these 2 years, in this 11th and 12th standard, आप लोगों को chemistry हमें पढ़ेगी, ठीक है? Chemistry को बोलते हैं chemistry is a mystery. So वो mystery क्या होती है, कैसे होती है ये हम देखेंगे. Why some reactions occur? कोई पर्टिकुलर रिएक्शन यहीं पे क्यों होता है, दूसरी जगह क्यों नहीं होता है? मन में क्वेश्चन आता है यही एसिड की और ये बेस क्यों नहीं है? तो ऐसे बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस का आंसर हम यहाँ पे देखेंगे 2 साल में। तो मन में जो भी कोई डाउट्स होंगे, जो भी कुछ क्वेरीज होंगे रिलेटेड केमिस्ट्री, हम सब कुछ यहाँ पे सॉल्व करेंगे, ठीक है? तो केमिस्ट्री के रिलेटेड जो भी कुछ डाउट्स रहेंगे वो मिलके हम सॉल्व करेंगे, साथ में रहेंगे और केमिस्ट्री सब्जेक्ट को इजी रखने का कोशिश करेंगे, ठीक है? तो नेक्स्ट 2 इयर्स कंप्लीट केमिस्ट्री हम आपको पढ़ाएंगे, ठीक है, आपके साथ, ठीक है? नेक्स्ट जो हमारी फैकल्टी है दैट इज द फैकल्टी ऑफ मैथ्स, सॉरी फैकल्टी ऑफ, ठीक है, फैकल्टी ऑफ बायो। बट विरल सर इज नॉट करेंटली हियर, तो वो आज आपके सामने नहीं आ पाएंगे, लेकिन जब भी सेक्शन बी वालों का, ग्रुप बी वालों का बायो का क्लास होगा देन विरल सर जरूर आएंगे, ठीक है? तो फिलहाल अभी 3 फैकल्टी आपको मिल पाएंगी, केमिस्ट्री की फैकल्टी, मैथ, लक्ष्मण सर मैथ्स फैकल्टी एंड ईशान सर फिजिक्स फैकल्टी, ठीक है? ओके ओके, ठीक है। आफ्टर दैट सबसे पहले द मेन थिंग इज दैट whenever you take admission in 11th standard you have 2 options. आप देख सकते हो आपके पास 2 options है, just like here having the options for group B. This is the options for group B students. Group B students, the main subject is biology and after that they are having two more important subjects like physics and chemistry. English also one subject because in each group they are having 5 subjects. In group B you have one option that's optional subject. जैसे आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है लास्ट में कंप्यूटर और संस्कृत. तो आपके पास दो ऑप्शन है, either you can choose computer, either you can select the संस्कृत also. ठीक है, तो इस प्रकार से आप दो में से कोई भी एक सब्जेक्ट सिलेक्ट कर सकते हो. So you have to select the 5 subject. In 5 subject, no options for 4 subjects. Biology, physics, and chemistry. These are compulsory subjects. But in last, computer or Sanskrit, आप इनमें से कोई एक सिलेक्ट कर सकते हो. After that, for group A students, जिनको मैथमेटिक्स में इंटरेस्ट है, ठीक है. So for mathematics, they are having 5 subjects, no optional subject in our school. Maths is a major subject, physics and chemistry साथ में रहेंगे, also English and computer is there. ठीक है. So these are the group wise subjects. कभी-कभी ऐसा होता है कि हम लोग एडमिशन तो लेते हैं लेकिन हमको क्लियरली ये समझ में नहीं आता है हमको कौन से सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़ने हैं, और इसीलिए हम इनिशियली वी आर गोइंग टू इंट्रोड्यूस द सब्जेक्ट वाइज ग्रुप वाइज सब्जेक्ट, ताकि मन के अंदर का जो डाउट्स है, जो मन में बहुत सारे डाउट्स आते हैं कि हम क्या पढ़ने वाले हैं, हमको पता होता है ग्रुप ए मींस मैथ्स, ग्रुप बी मींस बायोलॉजी, बट व्हाट अबाउट द अदर सब्जेक्ट्स व्हिच आर इंपॉर्टेंट. ठीक है. सो फॉर ग्रुप ए mathematics, physics, chemistry and English, as well as one more subject is computer without any option. But for B students, group B students, biology is a major subject, physics, chemistry, English is there, and out of computer and Sanskrit they have to select one. अब जब आप एडमिशन के टाइम पे आए थे, फॉर्म भरने के टाइम पे कभी आपको पूछा गया था कि कंप्यूटर संस्कृत में से क्या रखना है? मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम ऐसा होता है कि दो स्टूडेंट which are interested in आयुर्वेदिक, BAMS, BHMS, उनका मेन फोकस होता है कि वो संस्कृत को ले. पर अभी भी आपके मन में डाउट होगा कि सर हम कंप्यूटर संस्कृत में से कौन सा ले सब्जेक्ट. तो मैं आपको सजेस्ट करूंगा कि दोज हु आर इंटरेस्टेड इन आयुर्वेदिक, जिनको ऐसा लगे कि इन केस मेरा MBBS में BDS में नंबर नहीं लगता है तो मेरे पास BAMS का या BHMS का एक ऑप्शन खुला होता है, तो आप उसके लिए संस्कृत सब्जेक्ट जो रहेगा वो हेल्प करेगा. तो आपको मैं सजेस्ट करूंगा कि इफ आप मेडिकल फील्ड से रिलेटेड जाना चाहते हो, मेडिकल फील्ड में इन केस MBBS में नंबर नहीं लगा है और फिर आपको ऑप्शंस खुले रखने हैं BAMS गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज के, तो आपके लिए संस्कृत विल बी अ बेटर ऑप्शन कंपेयर टू कंप्यूटर. इफ ऐसा कुछ नहीं है देन कंप्यूटर विल बी ओके, बट इफ आप मेडिकल फील्ड में रहना चाहते हो तो आई थिंक संस्कृत विल बी अ गुड ऑप्शन. ठीक है. आफ्टर दैट हमने ये तो देख लिया, ठीक है, कि आपको ग्रुप ए ग्रुप बी क्लियर हो गया, यस और नो? ग्रुप ए और ग्रुप बी के जो सब्जेक्ट्स हैं उनके बारे में आपको इंफॉर्मेशन मिल गई है. इज इट सफिशिएंट इंफॉर्मेशन? यू कैन राइट योर ऑप्शन इन चैट बॉक्स, यस और नो. ठीक है. आप चैट बॉक्स में लिख सकते हो अपना आंसर कि हम जो आपको इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहे हैं दैट इज क्लियर और नॉट. इफ आपको कोई डाउट्स भी है देन आप भी मुझे पूछ सकते हो. ठीक है कि सर मुझे ये समझ में नहीं आया. ठीक है, ओके, क्लियर, दैट्स ओके. अभी ये जस्ट इंट्रोडक्शन है, जब आप आओगे तो हम और आपके डाउट्स जो रहेंगे वो हम लोग सॉल्व करेंगे. ठीक है, और क्वेरीज को हम लोग सॉल्व करेंगे. आफ्टर दैट 12th बोर्ड जो कि बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, बिकॉज़ मोस्ट ऑफ द लोग बोलते हैं कि वी डोंट हैव टू गिव द एग्जाम ऑफ नीट, वी डोंट हैव टू गिव द एग्जाम ऑफ जेईई. ठीक है, नहीं देना है, बट फिर क्या करेंगे, बोर्ड भी होना चाहिए. और वैसे भी 12th पास करना है, जेईई नीट पे जाना है तो बोर्ड से एग्जाम तो देना ही होगा. दैट इज एनसीईआरटी बोर्ड एग्जाम जो जीएससीबी बोर्ड लेता है. इन दिस जीपीएससी बोर्ड जब आप 12th का एग्जाम दोगे तो इन दैट एग्जाम देयर हैव बीन टू टाइप्स ऑफ क्वेश्चन. आप देख सकते हो some questions are objective and some questions are subjective. ऑब्जेक्टिव का मतलब होता है ऐसे क्वेश्चंस जिन क्वेश्चंस में आपको क्वेश्चंस के साथ साथ 4 ऑप्शन दिए जाएंगे और ये पूछा जाएगा which of the following option is correct, और ये आपको सबसे पहले पूछा जाएगा. ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ऑब्जेक्टिव का मतलब समझ में आना चाहिए. यहाँ पे ऑब्जेक्टिव्स कंप्लीटली मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, इसमें 4 ऑप्शन हर एक क्वेश्चन पे दिए जाएंगे और आपको पूछा जाएगा इनमें से कौन सा ऑप्शन सही है। सो दिस इज अबाउट ऑब्जेक्टिव। सेकंड थिंग इज बोर्ड एग्जाम में सब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चंस भी होते हैं। सब्जेक्टिव का मतलब वो डेफिनेशन पूछेंगे, आपको डेफिनेशन पूछ सकते हैं कि डेफिनेशन क्या रहेगा, या तो ये पूछेंगे राइट अबाउट इन दिस कांसेप्ट फॉर 2 मार्क्स क्वेश्चन भी आ सकते हैं, देयर विल बी 3 मार्क्स क्वेश्चन, 4 मार्क क्वेश्चन, ठीक है। मीन सब्जेक्टिव यू हैव टू राइट द आंसर पॉइंट वाइज, it may be 2 marks question, it may be 3 marks question, it may be 4 marks question, it depends on the pattern of the paper. Sometimes due to some conditions the paper pattern slightly changes, sometimes it slightly changes, but most of the time that will be okay. Now in board exam there are 2 types of questions only, one is objective and second is subjective. Objective मल्टीपल चॉइस रहेंगे, सब्जेक्टिव में यू हैव टू राइट द आंसर, ठीक है। सो ये है ग्रुप वाइज सब्जेक्ट, द इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द ग्रुप वाइज सब्जेक्ट। इज इट क्लियर? समझ में आ रहा है? यस और नो? ग्रुप ए, ग्रुप बी एंड बोर्ड एग्जाम कैसे होगा, जो एनसीईआरटी बोर्ड एग्जाम हम बोलते हैं। यू कैन राइट योर रिस्पांस इन चैट बॉक्स, यू कैन राइट योर रिस्पांस इन चैट बॉक्स, ओके, दैट्स ओके।
स्टूडेंट्स, जैसा कि सर ने आपको बहुत अच्छे से बताया कि ग्रुप ए और ग्रुप बी में आपको कौन कौन से सब्जेक्ट रहेंगे और वो किस तरह से आपको कंप्लीट 2 साल के अंदर कवर करना। तो आफ्टर व्हाट 12th के बाद आपका क्या, जैसे बहुत सारे बच्चों के माइंड में रहता है कि मैंने ग्रुप ए चूज किया या ग्रुप बी चूज किया, लेकिन उसके बाद का क्या, इससे क्या हमें मिलने वाला है, या फिर ग्रुप ए में मैं अच्छा हार्डवर्क करूं तो क्या होगा, क्या नहीं होगा। तो उसके लिए मैं आपको बता दूं कि अगर आप ग्रुप ए चूज करते हो तो आपके पास क्या क्या ऑप्शंस रहते हैं। अगर आप ग्रुप ए चूज करते हो तो आपके पास इंजीनियरिंग करने के लिए आपके पास बहुत अच्छे अच्छे, इंजीनियरिंग के अलावा अगर आप डिफेंस में जाना चाहो तो डिफेंस के लिए आप मैथ्स के थ्रू डिफेंस में जा सकते हो। अगर आप आर्किटेक्चर जाना चाहो आर्किटेक्चर हो सकता है, या फिर आप जैसे मैं बात करूँ आर्किटेक्चर हुआ, डिफेंस हुआ, आपका रिसर्च फील्ड हुआ, जैसे ये हवा इंस्टीट्यूट वगैरह, ये जहाँ पे भी लोग जाते हैं। ये डिफेंस का मतलब सिर्फ इंडियन नेवी, इंडियन आर्मी, इंडियन एयरफोर्स ये नहीं है। डिफेंस का मतलब ये जैसे आप लोग आजकल देखते होंगे अंडर कवर एजेंट या फिर ये प्रो एजेंट, इन सब के लिए आपका मैथ्स है वो बहुत स्ट्रांग है, ठीक है। मैं बात करता हूँ आपको इंजीनियरिंग। इंजीनियरिंग करने के लिए सबसे जो बेस्ट कॉलेजेस होते हैं अपने इंडिया में वो होते हैं आईआईटीज, जिसके थ्रू आपको जेईई मेन में अगर आपका सिलेक्शन हो जाता है उसके बाद जैसे आप जेईई एडवांस क्लियर करते हो फिर आपको आईआईटीज के अंदर एडमिशन मिलता है। इनकेस अगर आपको जेईई एडवांस क्लियर नहीं कर पाते हो, जेईई मेंस में आपका स्कोर अच्छा है तो आपको एनआईटीज वाले बहुत अच्छे कॉलेजेस हैं वो आपको मिल जाएंगे। इसके अंदर आप लोग एनआईटीज में अपनी मनचाही स्ट्रीम है वो ले सकते हो, ठीक है। अब इसके अलावा एक और बहुत अच्छा कॉलेज है बिट्स पिलानी। बिट्स पिलानी बहुत अच्छा कॉलेज है। इसके अंदर आपको वो खुद का एक एग्जाम होता है बिट्स सेट, और उसके अंदर जो सिलेबस रहता है मैं आपको पहले बता दूं, जेईई मेन हो, एडवांस हो, बिट्स पिलानी हो या और भी इंजीनियरिंग एंट्रेंस एग्जाम होते हैं जैसे आपका बुस्टेट वगैरह, ये सब इसके बारे में सारे के सारे कांसेप्ट जो होंगे उसके सिलेबस से रिलेटेड वो सारे के सारे हम लोग यहाँ पे आपको करवाएंगे। तो इसके लिए आपको ये बिल्कुल नहीं कि सर अगर मैं डिफेंस में जाना चाहता हूँ तो मुझे अलग और क्या करना पड़ेगा, या रिसर्च में जाना है तो अलग और क्या करना पड़ेगा, बिटसेट में जाना तो वो कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं, वो सब कुछ यहाँ कवर होगा, ठीक है। और इसके साथ साथ आपका एनसीईआरटी बोर्ड भी कवर होगा, तो आपको ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको एनसीईआरटी बोर्ड के लिए कुछ और करने की जरूरत है, नहीं, बिल्कुल भी नहीं, वो आपका इसके साथ ही कवर होता है, ठीक है। जैसे बिटसेट के मैंने बताया आपको, बिट्स पिलानी इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज के अंदर एडमिशन के लिए आपको बिटसेट का एग्जाम है वो क्रैक करना पड़ेगा, और उसके लिए आपको सारे जितने भी कांसेप्ट वगैरह है वो सारे बता देंगे। उसके बाद एनआईटी जो है वो जेईई मेन के थ्रू आपको मिलेंगे। और उसके अलावा आपकी गुजरात में बहुत सारे कॉलेजेस हैं, गुजरात में बहुत सारे कॉलेजेस हैं अच्छे अच्छे, जैसे डीआईआईटी है दिल्ली वाला, और नीलमा इंस्टीट्यूट है, वहाँ पे भी आपको जेईई मेन के थ्रू एडमिशन मिल जाएगा। गुजरात के अंदर जो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट कॉलेजेस है वहाँ पे आपको कुछ स्टेट के थ्रू एडमिशन मिल जाएगा। कुछ अच्छे कॉलेजेस भी हैं। ये थे आपके इंजीनियरिंग के लिए कुछ अच्छे कॉलेजेस हैं और उनमें किस तरह से आपको एडमिशन मिले। जैसे मैं बात करूं डिफेंस की, तो डिफेंस के अंदर बहुत सारे बच्चे जो है वो एनडीए का एग्जाम क्रैक करने के बारे में सोचते हैं। तो एनडीए के लिए आपको कंप्लीट 11 12 मैथ्स है वो कंप्लीट आना चाहिए। 11 12 जो मैथ्स है वो अच्छे से बहुत अच्छे से कंप्लीट आना चाहिए, तो आपका जो एनडीए है वो क्रैक हो जाएगा। एनडीए नेशनल डिफेंस एकेडमी ये एग्जाम होगा आपका, और इसके थ्रू आपको एनडीए के कुछ कॉलेजेस है जो गवर्नमेंट ने डिसाइड करा है, गवर्नमेंट के थ्रू है, उनमें आपको एडमिशन मिलेगा और उसके थ्रू आप डिफेंस के अंदर बहुत अच्छी अच्छी पोजीशन पे जा सकते हैं। दूसरा एक और होता है आईएनएस, इंडियन नेवल सर्विस। तो आपको नेवी के अंदर बहुत अच्छी पोजीशन पे चाहिए तो आपको ये एग्जाम क्रैक करना पड़ेगा आईएनएस, उसके थ्रू आप नेवी में बहुत अच्छी पोजीशन पे जा सकते हो। इसके लिए भी आपको मैथ्स है बहुत स्ट्रांग होना चाहिए। एक होता है डीईएस, अगर इंडियन आर्मी के अंदर आपको बहुत अच्छे ऑफिसर लेवल पे पोस्टिंग चाहिए तो वो होता है टीईएस, इंडियन आर्मी टेक्निकल एंट्रेंस सर्विस। उसके थ्रू आप इंडियन आर्मी के अंदर बहुत अच्छी पोजीशन पे जा सकते हो। ये सारे के सारे आपके सीसीएफ के थ्रू होने वाले हैं। तो ये थे कुछ इंजीनियरिंग और डिफेंस से रिलेटेड, मैथ्स से रिलेटेड कि आप आफ्टर मैथ्स कहां जाने वाले हो, आफ्टर मैथ्स कहां जाने वाले हो, ये मैंने आपको बताया। अभी देखिए इसके अंदर रिसर्च और आर्किटेक्चर फील्ड और भी है, उसके बारे में विस्तार से आपको और अच्छे से क्लियर करके बताएंगे।
Thank you, Lakshman sir. So, Lakshman sir already mentioned about engineering and defense, right? Like he said that for getting to the top and the premier colleges of India, you definitely have to appear for entrance exams, right? Like JEE Main, JEE Advanced, or BITSAT, right? Okay, or whether it's in defense, then you have to go through these entrance exams like NDA and for INS and all. Okay, so just like that, in every field you are going to have to clear entrance exams and score good marks in those if you want to go into the top colleges in the country, right? The best places in India to study, right? So now I'm going to talk about what are some of the best colleges for science-based research, okay, in India, right? So the topmost college in India, right, is Indian Institute of Science, right? It conducts its own entrance exams, right? That you have to pass out, that you have to clear after 12 standards, right? And it is a very, very reputed institute. Okay, it has reputation all over the world. So if you are interested in science, right? If you are curious about things and if you want to know how nature works and all that, then you should definitely try for IISc, right? Okay, so IISc exam, once again, like Lakshman sir mentioned earlier, all these exams, their syllabus is based on the 11th and 12th standard, right? But yes, the exam pattern and all this is a little bit different. The questions, they are slightly different compared to what board exam questions are. So we are going to take care over here that in every subject, we will cover the subject portion in such a way that you will clear not just board exams, but you will also be ready for scoring good rank in all these entrance exams. So again, coming back to the point of research in science, you have IISc, like I said, right? Then there are 5 or 6 Indian Institutes of Science, Education and Research, right? That is IISER in short, right? These institutes are again central government colleges. They are, fully funded by central government. They once again have very good reputation in the field of research. Like I said, these are the best colleges in India to do scientific research, right? So if after 12 if you can get over there, you'll be ready for science-based research. You'll be on your way to earn a PhD degree, right? Okay. Now, apart from IISc exam, again IISER also conducts its own exam and it gives admission based on JEE Advanced as well, right? So if you want to get into IISER, you can either clear JEE Advanced or you can clear its own IISER entrance exam, right? Okay, right? The third option that anyone who is interested in science research is KVP1, KVPY is once again an internship and scholarship exam, right? Wherein if you get a good rank, you will be eligible to get admission into these top institutes, right? Let me tell you, these top institutes are not just any other, they're not like any other science college that you might have seen, right? They are really the best in India, right? Imagine being part of, top 5 colleges in India, right? Think about it, right? I'm sure you all want to get there, right? So KVPY again is one such exam which allows you to enter these kind of institutions. Also, another benefit of KVPY is that if you clear it, and then if you do any kind of science education in future, that is after 12, you are going to get a good amount of scholarship from the central government, right? So that's one point. The next institute that we are going to talk about is ISI. You may have a good laugh, no problem. Okay, it's not Pakistan's ISI, it is India's ISI. Now, this ISI stands for Indian Statistical Institute. Now, this institute, which is located in Kolkata, is one of the leading maths research institute in the world, right? Very few people know about it. But I'm sure if you are interested in maths, you should definitely think of a career based on ISI, right? That is Indian Statistical Institute. Once again, this institute, because like I said, it's a very reputed institute, it will conduct its own entrance exam, right? Which has maths syllabus, right? Only maths to be given for Indian Statistical Institute, right? But of course, you need to clear your 12th standard, there's no doubt about it, right? So, again, all these great institutes where you can do scientific research, they require that you clear entrance exams with physics, chemistry, and maths. Okay, I'll talk about Group B students a little bit later. All right, so physics, chemistry, and maths, in all the three, you're going to have to do good. All right, now, apart from this, if you're, let's say you try all these institutes, you give their exam, but somehow, let's say, if you cannot clear, you can always go and opt for BSc, right, where you can do science-based courses, right, in your college. And even in Gujarat, we have 2 or 3 very good colleges when it comes to science. A few names that come to my mind are Xavier, St. Xavier's College in Ahmedabad. I'm sure you would have heard about it. Okay, right? So another one is MS University in Gujarat. All right, okay, in the Gujarat University. So that's from MS University as well, we see many research scholars coming out and going to all parts of the world. All right, so that's about science research. Now let's go to the next field, architecture. I'm sure many of you would be interested in designing buildings or designing things. Right, so architecture is a field related to that. Now, for architecture, you have to clear an entrance exam after 12th standard, and that entrance exam is NATA, okay, which is the National Aptitude for Technical and Architect. All right, so if you clear the NATA exam, okay, so if you clear the NATA exam, you will be able to get admission into SET and MS University and Nirma. Right, these are again very good colleges for architecture in Gujarat. But hopefully you would have understood so far that all these institutes, the reputed ones, they require some entrance exam, right? I'm sure when you come to 11th science, you're coming with a good amount of ambition, a big goal in your life, right? Okay, that you don't want to just take admission in any college, right? You want to go to the best. So if you want to go to the best colleges in any field, right, it is quite clear that they will conduct some entrance exam and you'll have to score well in those as well. So that's the only reason why here at Ultravision, we are not just going to cover the board exam syllabus. And we will also get you ready for all these entrance exams, whether you want to go in engineering, whether you want to go in research, whether you want to go in architecture, we will get you ready for these kind of questions, right, that are asked in exam. So all of this will be given to you over here. So you don't have to worry what field you are going in, no problem, you get it all over here from us. Right now, I'm going to talk about the B group students. Right? Let's see what career opportunities the B group students have. Now, I'm sure many of you entered the B group with this aim, with this ambition that you would like to become a doctor. Right? Doctor, of course, being a very noble profession. So, what do you need for getting admission to MBBS? First of all, as you can see it on the slide over here, right? It is that for MBBS, for BDS, for BAMS, BAMS is for Ayurvedic, right? And BHMS is for homeopathy, right? So these courses, all of these courses, they get students admitted based on the NEET entrance exam, right? I'm sure you have heard about NEET. Okay, the more important part of this is that for admission to these courses, whether it is MBBS or BDS or BAMS or BHMS, the board exam marks are not to be considered. This is something that many students find strange, but that is a fact. So it's like even if you get 95% in board exam, you will not be able to enter MBBS college, right? Because of the central government regulations that MBBS admission is to be carried out based on scores of the NEET exam. Same thing for BDMS, same thing for BMS and for BHMS, right? So it is extremely important for the biology students, for the B group students to prepare for NEET exam, right? Okay, but yes, don't worry about it. Like I said, it for A group students, we are there to cover it all for you. In B group also, we are going to cover it all for you, whether it's physics, chemistry, or biology. You don't worry about your NEET exam, right? We are here. All right. So if you do very good in the NEET exam, you can definitely get in, admission in MBBS, right? That is medical line. That's what people call it. Okay. So the best colleges, once again, that you should aim for, B group students, they are aims, right? I'm sure you have heard the name of AIMS, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, right? These aims are the best colleges for MBBS in India, right? Followed by that, there are also very good colleges here in Gujarat for MBBS, all right? So one of them is Vijay Medical College in Ahmedabad, NHL College again in Ahmedabad. There are other government colleges, right, which are catering to all these kind of courses, whether it is MBBS or BDS or BMS or BHMS, right, all throughout Gujarat, right? But I want all of you, those who have come here with an ambition that you want to do medical, please, from day one, make it clear that you are going to work very hard for NEET and you will get there, all right? And I assure you that you have our full support in every manner possible. All right. Now moving over from the medical line, let's talk about pharmacy. Now, pharmacy admissions, you see, pharmacy admissions are not based on NEET. All right. Pharmacy admissions are not based on NEET. They are based on your board exam and GUJSET. Right? I'm sure you have heard the name of GUJSET. GUJSET is the entrance exam conducted by the Gujarat Education Board, okay, GSEB, right? Okay, which conducts this every year based on the 12th standards. So that's something different. Okay, everyone. Okay, this is common for Group A, Group B students, everyone. Listen to this very carefully. It's that for all these entrance exams that we were talking about, whether it is NATA, whether it is JEE Main, whether it is BITSAT or KVPY or IISc exam or NEET, all these central level or the entrance exam for whole India, all these exams have their syllabus for 11th and 12th. I'm making it clear. The exam is based on the combined syllabus of 11th and 12th. On the other hand, GUJSET, which is the Gujarat State entrance exam, that is based on the 12th standard syllabus only, right? GUJSET exam is based on the 12th standard syllabus only, right? So again, coming back to the point of pharmacy, it's that pharmacy admissions are based on board exams and good set, right? Good colleges in pharmacy are, like you can see it on board, LM College of Pharmacy in Ahmedabad, Nirma College, again it's a good college for pharmacy. All right, now let's go over to exploring the science option, the research and science option for biology students. So just like math students have an option of doing research in science fields, whether you want to do it in biology or chemistry or maths or physics, right? Similarly, B group students also have that option. And the colleges that I mentioned for A group students like IISc, IISERs, okay, and MS University, St. Xavier's College, all these colleges are good also for research based on the biology field, right? So even if you are from B group, these entrance exams for IISc or for IISER, okay, these are applicable to you as well. Of course, your paper will be different, right? It will be based on physics, chemistry, and biology. Once again, I want to make it clear that all the central government level, all over India level entrance exams, they have complete syllabus of 11th and 12th, and all the three subjects: physics, chemistry, and biology, of course. All right, math students will have maths, and B group students will have biology. All right, so these fields are also open for you. Okay. So now, of course, apart from this, after 12th standard with B group, you could definitely take admission to other colleges which offer you BSc courses, right? The regular BSc. Also, there are some other options which obviously you cannot see here on the slide. They are like physiotherapy, okay? There are courses on speech therapy, all right? So these courses, they're not available at every place, but if you are interested, you can definitely pursue these courses, right? Apart from all this, if you are interested in any of the courses, or if it comes to your mind, what kind of career opportunities you have, whether you are in A group or whether you are in B group, you can feel free to contact your teacher. All right, we will definitely help you out with that. We will guide you with the right way, with the right strategy to prepare for your desired entrance exam and your desired future college. All right, now let's go over to some exam patterns, right? We have been talking about exams already, right? So this is just to give you a brief idea of what kind of exam pattern you expect. Okay, right? So earlier, Ghanshyam sir already mentioned about board exam, right? Like he said that half of the board exam, that is 50% is MCQs, and the remaining board exam is subjective, where you have to write your answers. You have to describe the method or the solution and all. Now we are going to talk about the good set exam pattern, right? We will cover each exam one by one. Okay. First of all, let's have a look at good set. Then we will definitely cover need and data and everything. All right. So first of all, good set is divided into papers. Now, paper one is a common paper for everyone, whether you are from group A or from group B, right? Again, to remind everyone, group A students, you need to clear good set if you want to take admission in local engineering colleges like LD or DDIT. Okay, so good set is definitely important for you as well. So again, paper one common for every student, whether you are from B group or from A group, good set is common for everyone. So paper one is physics and chemistry, right? Common paper, everybody has to give. It will be a 2 hours paper, right? Each subject will get 40 questions with 40 marks, right? So total 80 marks for that paper, right? Again, 2 hours of time, 40 marks for each subject. Okay, so in all you have to solve 80 questions. Now these 80 questions are 80 MCQs, 40 MCQs of physics and 40 MCQs of chemistry. Right? But here there is a little thing that you should be aware of. You have negative marking. That is, if you get a wrong answer, there you are going to have a penalty of 0.25 marks. Penalty of 0.25 marks means if you give a wrong answer, you will not score positive or you will not score 0. You will score minus 0.25 marks for such a question, right? If you get it wrong. Okay. Right? And similarly, then, if you get it right, let's say you solve a question and you get it right, you get plus 1 mark. Right? So overall, that paper 1 would make it 40 plus 40, that is 80 marks. Now, paper 2. Paper 2 is for maths or for biology. Right? It's only 1 hour paper, all right? Again, it's a single 1 hour paper with only one subject, either maths or biology. Right? Once again, you have to solve 40 questions and same paper pattern, right? You get plus 1 for getting the answer right, and you will get minus 0.25 if you get it wrong. Okay, you might have a question. What if you leave that particular question, right? Okay, what if you leave it? No problem, you get a 0 for leaving that question, right? Only if you get it wrong, you get negative marks. Okay, there is no penalty for leaving or not attempting a question. All right, so now having covered good set, okay, we are going over to the next exam. Okay, and that exam is JEE Mains. Now, again, my good friend and colleague Lakshman sir is going to explain it to you about JEE Mains.
सर ने वैसे तो बहुत सारी चीजें क्लियर कर दी है और मेरे लिए सिर्फ इतना ही है कि मैं आपको एक कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम है जो मैथ से रिलेटेड है वो किस तरह से उनका पैटर्न होता है और किस तरह से पूछा जाता है। मेनली तो जो जेईई मेन और जेईई एडवांस का क्वेश्चन है उसके उसमें जिस तरह से आपको एमसीक्यू वगैरह पूछे जाते हैं तो बाकी जितने भी कॉलेजेस अच्छे कॉलेजेस हैं जो अपना खुद का एग्जाम लेते हैं वो कवर हो जाते हैं उसके। तो जेईई मेन एग्जाम की मैं अगर बात करूं तो इस सब्जेक्ट आपको उसके अंदर 20 एमसीक्यू मिलेंगे और 5 क्वेश्चंस है जो आपको न्यूमेरिकल बेस्ड क्वेश्चन मिलेंगे जिसमें आपको सिर्फ न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यू लिखनी है उसकी, जैसे 1 है 1.5 इस तरह से कुछ वैल्यूज उनको लिखनी है। अब जैसे पिछले साल तो हम लोगों ने क्या किया था कि 20 प्लस 30 किया था, 20 प्लस 30 मतलब 10 में आपको क्वेश्चन दे दिए थे न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यू के अंदर जिसके अंदर आपको कोई एटलीस्ट 5 है वो अटेम्प्ट करने थे, कोई भी 5, तो टोटल मिला के आपके 20 प्लस 5 होंगे। तो हम लोग इसी वे में चलेंगे कि आपके 20 जो क्वेश्चन है वो एमसीक्यू बेस्ड होंगे जिसके अंदर आपको 4 ऑप्शन मिलेंगे और 4 ऑप्शन में से कोई एक ऑप्शन है वो करेक्ट होगा। अगर आप करेक्ट ऑप्शन चूज करते हो या टिक करते हो तो आपको 4 मार्क्स मिलेंगे। इनकेस अगर आप रॉन्ग आंसर टिक करते हो तो आपको 1 मार्क है वो नेगेटिव हो जाएगा, जो टोटल आपका स्कोर है उसमें से 1 मार्क नेगेटिव। अगर आप उसको लीव कर देते हो तो आपको कुछ भी मार्क है वो नहीं मिलेंगे और ना ही कुछ नेगेटिव बनेगा। सिर्फ रॉन्ग अटेम्प्ट पे ही आपका मार्क्स है वो नेगेटिव होने वाला है और करेक्ट है अगर आपका आंसर तो आपको 4 मार्क्स मिलेंगे। ठीक है, कोई अगर आपने कोई आंसर चूज नहीं किया है तो आपको 0 मार्क्स मींस कोई नहीं तो नेगेटिव है और ना ही पॉजिटिव, कुछ भी मार्क्स नहीं मिलेंगे ना ही नेगेटिव होंगे। जिस तरह से ये जेईई मेन का एग्जाम है, जिस तरह से जेईई मेन का एग्जाम है, इस तरह से जेईई मेन का एग्जाम है, इसी तरह से मैंने जो आपको बताया था मिड साइड वगैरह एग्जाम उसमें इसी तरह से एमसीक्यू बेस्ड होता है। अब ये न्यूमेरिकल टाइप जो क्वेश्चंस होते हैं 5 क्वेश्चन उसमें आपको कोई नेगेटिव मार्क्स नहीं होते। जैसे एमसीक्यू में होता है ना 4 मार्क्स है राइट है तो और 1 मार्क्स है अगर आपका रॉन्ग है तो नेगेटिव। जैसे न्यूमेरिकल में अगर आपने राइट किया है तो आपको 4 मार्क्स मिलेंगे, अगर आपने राइट नहीं किया है तो आपको कोई मार्क्स है वो नेगेटिव होने वाला नहीं है, वो 0 मार्क्स का होगा। ठीक है, वो वैसे आपको स्क्रीन पे दिख ही रहा है। अब देखो बहुत सारे बच्चों के माइंड में ये भी चीजें चलती है कि सर हमें तो जैसे कि बिजनेस करना है या फिर ये चीजें जो कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम है फाइट नहीं करना है। तो देखिए आपको एक बेस्ट चीज बता दूं, टेक्निकल प्लस मैनेजमेंट ये आज के टाइम में बहुत बेस्ट कॉम्बिनेशन है। बहुत सारे बच्चे अगर ऐसा सोचते हैं ना उनके लिए बता दो कि अगर आप बहुत अच्छे कॉलेज से बीटेक करते हो और उसके बाद आईआईएम जैसे इंस्टीट्यूट से आप एमबीए करते हो टेट फाइट करते हो, क्योंकि आजकल जो आईआईएम के अंदर जो स्टूडेंट आते हैं वो 90% इंजीनियर्स होते हैं या बीटेक वाले बच्चे। तो अगर आपके पास ये 2 अच्छे कॉम्बिनेशन है तो आपको आप अपने बिजनेस के लिए आपकी ये बहुत बेस्ट है। तो आप सब लोगों को उसी तरह से आपको फोकस करना है पूरे 2 साल इस सब्जेक्ट में। जिस तरह से जिनका टारगेट है कुछ डिफेंस वाला या आईआईटी वाला जो टारगेट है, तो जिन लोगों को बिजनेस करना है उन लोगों को भी उसी वे में उसी तरह से फोकस करना रहेगा। और आपको जो भी होमवर्क मिलता है वो टाइम टू टाइम आपको कंप्लीट करना रहेगा। आपको जिस तरह की भी कोई भी क्वेरी है, कोई भी डाउट है, वो सारे के सारे डाउट आपको यहाँ पे सॉल्व हो जाएंगे। आपको किसी भी तरह से कुछ भी सोचने की जरूरत नहीं है कि ये इसमें ऐसा है तो क्या होगा, या मेरे कॉन्सेप्ट वीक है तो क्या होगा। आपके सारे के सारे डाउट कवर होने वाले हैं। और फिर भी अगर आपको कुछ डाउट है तो आप इसमें चैट बॉक्स में बता सकते हैं। अभी देखिए जेईई मेन के बारे में। अब जेईई मेन जितना भी हो जाता है उसके बाद जेईई एडवांस का एग्जाम होता है। जेईई एडवांस के एग्जाम के लिए आपको जेईई मेन पहले तो जेईई मेन के जो कट ऑफ होती है वो आपको क्रैक करनी पड़ती है। जेईई कट ऑफ उसको वो डिपेंड करती है कि उनको कितने बच्चे थे। जैसे मान लो आपके पास कितने सारे बच्चे 10 लाख है, उनमें से उनको 2.5 लाख बच्चे थी, तो 2.5 लाख ऊपर वाले बच्चे हैं तो अप्रोक्स ये होता है कि 90% 91% के ऊपर वाले बच्चे जो होते हैं ना, वो बच्चे जेईई एडवांस के लिए क्वालिफाई कर सकते हैं, तो वो जेईई एडवांस का एग्जाम दे सकते हैं। जेईई एडवांस के एग्जाम के लिए आपके पास एमसीक्यू बेस्ड क्वेश्चन रहते हैं। इसके अलावा भी बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन कॉम्प्लेक्स रहते हैं। ये सब आपको यहाँ पे बता दिया जाएगा किस तरह से होता है, और उसके थ्रू ही आपको आईआईटीज के अंदर एडमिशन मिलता है। जेईई मेन के थ्रू आपको बहुत सारे कॉलेजेस में एडमिशन मिलता है। कुछ के थ्रू आपको बता चुके हैं पहले ही ऑलरेडी, विशाल सर बहुत अच्छे से। तो अगर आपको मैथ्स से रिलेटेड जो भी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स होते हैं, कुछ भी क्वेरी है तो आप बिल्कुल पूछ सकते हैं। इसके बाद ये नीट का जो पैटर्न है वो कैसा रहता है, वो आपको फिर से मैं इस आंसर को इन्वाइट करूंगा कि वो नीट का पैटर्न कैसा होता है, वो आपको चेक करेंगे।
Thank you, Dr. Now we are going to talk about NEET. Now, NEET is specifically an exam for B group. But the pattern is interestingly quite similar to JEE. It's that in NEET, again, you have to give a single paper, a 3-hour paper, which has 180 MCQs, right? A single paper, 3 hours, 180 MCQs, with 90 MCQs of biology, okay, 45 MCQs of physics, and 45 MCQs of text, right? And ultimately, the aim is to score maximum combining all these, right? The aim is to score maximum by combining all the 3 subjects. So the total is important, right? Everyone, remember, the total of the 3 subjects is important. Just like for JEE, the total for physics, chemistry, and maths is important. In NEET, the total for physics, chemistry, and biology is important. Now, again, to repeat it, 90 MCQs from biology, so that's obviously because biology is your main subject, right? And 45 MCQs each from physics and chemistry, right? So total 180 questions. Now, here also there is a positive negative exam pattern, right? You have +4, you would get +4 marks when you get one answer correct. Okay, but suppose you attempt a question, you mark an answer and you get it wrong, then you are going to get a penalty of 1 mark, that is you will score -4. Okay, so again +4 for getting it right, -1 for getting it wrong. Okay, what if you leave it? No problem, if you leave it, you get 0, you get neither positive nor negative marks, right? So my advice to everyone for all these entrance exams, whether it is JEE or NEET, it's that if you are not so sure about the method and the answer, then you should not mark, right? Okay, so please keep that in mind, everyone. You cannot guess because paper setters are exceedingly smart, right? They expect what you are going to get and they are going to put it in the options over there, and they will try to give you a -1 by that way. Okay, so be careful, everyone. There is no scope of guessing the options in these entrance exams, whether it is JEE, main, advanced, midsat, NEET, or anything, right? Okay, so overall, that's the pattern for NEET. Again, to remind you, all the subjects, physics, chemistry, and biology are important for NEET, and 11th and 12th standards complete syllabus, right? Right from chapter 1 to the last chapter of 12th standard. All right, so Day one is where your NEET and your JEE and these entrance exam preparation begins. All right. Okay. So I think that's enough of coverage about these entrance exams. Okay. Now we're just going to look at what few of our past students have to say, right, about their experiences regarding these entrance exams and how they succeeded in these entrance exams, and they went on to very good colleges, either scoring excellent marks in NEET or in JEE or in BITSET, right? Okay, so as you might have seen at the time of admission, this is the list of Group A students from our school who have passed out, right? And you are going to be soon at the same place where they were, right? So you have a wonderful opportunity to get your dream college, to get your ambition fulfilled, right? Of being the among the top students of India, right? Whether you go for engineering, whether you go for medical, whether you go for science, whether you go for architecture. All right. Okay. So now we are going to look at some of the responses, some of the advices, and the stories of good students that have passed through all this phase in their life, okay, with ultravision holding their hands.
Hello everyone, I hope you and your families are doing well during these difficult times of pandemic. It's very nice opportunity to have an interaction with you all, though it's one-sided. I would like to thank all the teachers to take this initiative. My name is Dipender Singh and presently I am a final year BTech Mechanical Engineering student at IIT Jodhpur. See, the journey won't be easy at all, okay? Let me say this to you very frankly. If you want to prepare for IIT, then these 2 years are the most important years of your life. You have to be very consistent. Start from very small steps, okay? But take steps every day. Doesn't matter how small they are. Eventually, by doing this, you will realize that at some point of time, you would be capable of taking much bigger steps. Try to understand the basics first. Don't just try to solve those big problems from H.C. Verma or Arihant blindly, okay? It will not at all help you in the long run. Let me share with you all my personal experience, okay? I used to be very attentive during the classes of Ishan sir, Ghanshyam sir, and Jayesh sir. They used to give us some material, okay, nearly about 30 to 40 questions to solve on our own. And I used to try it, okay. I used to try it, okay, because solving every question is literally impossible at first. Uh, but as I said, with time, everything will get smoother. I had some of the very good teachers over there. Okay, I still remember how curiously I used to ask literally anything, any question. Okay, uh, personally, physics was my favorite, so I used to trouble Ishan sir a lot. Okay, and I still remember how sir used to motivate me to do things on my own, and truly that had helped me a lot to develop my own thinking process, and that is very important. You have to learn to think on your own, to solve things on your own. Okay, it will take time, but yes, as I said, you have to be consistent. For chemistry, I still remember I used to listen very carefully to Ghanshyam sir. Okay, how sir used to uh, relate things from one end to the another. It was literally amazing. Okay, uh, you need to identify your strong subject. Mine was physics, and you need to focus on that, because see, if, uh, if you are gonna learn everything, then yes, still, hypothetically it is possible, but it is not at all advisable. Okay, you need to give more time to the subject you like. Okay, because every question carries the same marks, and as physics, chemistry, and maths all have same weightage. So suppose if you are able to solve 20 questions from your favorite topic, uh, and somewhat about 15 to 20 more from rest to section, so it means you have a pretty good chance of getting 140 to 150 marks, and you will definitely get any good NIT easily. Okay, also let me tell you, some of the very harsh reality. Okay, so nearly 10 lakh students actually write the exams of G Mains and G Advanced. Okay, and only 10 to 12,000 are selected for IIT. So if you see, the success rate is only 1 to 2%, but let me tell you, this is not true. Okay, the true success of preparing for mains and advanced lies in its preparation and learning. Okay, that you develop, and a thinking process that you develop during these 2 years. Okay, uh, because what happens finally in those 6 hours of exam might be sometimes not be in your hand. Okay, but that's not the end of everything. You need to understand this. Okay, the fact is, if you are preparing for mains and advanced, it means you are now capable of clearing any national level engineering exam. Okay, so if you are let's say uh, unable to clear mains or advanced, don't get demotivated. Okay, because there are many colleges, in fact very good colleges, who have their own entrance exam, and their exams are much more easier than advanced. Okay, as for example, there are many some colleges of national importance, IASER. Okay, they have their own exams. Be positive and be courageous to accept both success and failure. Okay, because if you even fail, okay, the chances are 98% of failing. Okay, but as I told you, don't let your self esteem down. You can easily get any good college with that knowledge of mains and advanced. Remember few things: be consistent, be patient enough, cause the beginning won't be very easy. Okay, it will be very 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 hard in the beginning. Be motivated and please pay attention during the classes. As I told you, you have some of the very best pools of teacher over there. Focus on your strong part, on your strong topic. If you feel down, take guidance from teachers. Okay, you have very good teachers like Sunil sir, Bhavik sir. Okay, during my time, they were always uh, ready to give guidance and help you out. Keep yourself healthy. Okay, because it is a 2 year process. You need to be healthy physically plus mentally, and have your basics very 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 clear. Without them, you won't be able to clear any in fact any exam, and in fact even board exam. Okay, and most important thing is have good schedule and learn to manage your time. That is very important. See, the syllabus is very big. Okay, and you have literally lots of things to do. So manage your time and have a very good schedule. Ask doubt to the teachers. Okay, don't pile up those doubts in your brain. Okay, just ask it. Teachers would be like, you have truly you have very highly motivated teachers. Okay, so just ask. Okay, be curious. I hope so. This talk would not be so boring for you all, and uh, and you all might have got answers to many of your questions. And I truly wish to see you, some of you, in the IIT and also in IIT Jodhpur. And once again, thank you, Ghanshyam sir, Ishant sir, Bhavik sir, Sunil sir, Natik sir, to give this opportunity to interact with students. Thank you, and all the very best to all the students. Bye, and have a good year ahead.
Hello students, this is our one student, that is Dipendra. अभी हम लोग एक दूसरे स्टूडेंट से आपको मिलवाने रहे हैं जो अपना एक्सपीरियंस जो रहेगा वो यहाँ पे शेयर करेंगे. This is from group B student.
Her name is Prachi, and she is currently studying MBBS after having cleared NEET with very good marks from our school. Right? She was always a wonderful learner and extremely curious. And you are going to see that all these toppers, they will emphasize on the curiosity as you learn your science subjects, whether it's physics, chemistry, math, or biology. You're going to see that curiosity always takes the lead role. Over to her.
Hello all, myself Prachi Pranavbhai Joshi. Currently, I am third year MBBS student at Gujarat Adani Institute of Medical Sciences, Bhuj. I am here to share my journey with you all. I know you all are facing a hard time dealing with the most crucial time of your career along with many uncertainties due to COVID. But believe me, it's worth all the hardships. And the main thing is, you are in the right place. The institution has helped me grow. It has brought out the best version of me. With excellent teaching faculties who develop the interest in subject and constantly motivate you, you can achieve great heights. I used to do self-study of everything that was taught to us in school, practice more of what I felt was difficult, solve question banks prepared by our teachers, and attend regular classes. You can boost your preparation by more and more practicing of questions and clarifying any queries that you have with our teachers. Group study may help you in strengthening your concepts. Lastly, I would like to thank Ultravision Academy for helping me reach where I am. You can do anything and everything. Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to look at what Rushabh Pujara has to say. He is currently studying in NIT after clearing the JEE main exam.
Hello everyone, my name is Rushabh Pujara and I am currently pursuing my BTech in Electrical Engineering from the National Institute of Technology, Rourkela. I have been told to share some of my experience and tips with you about my JEE preparation. So firstly I would like to say that focus on your classroom teaching. It is one of the important thing. Focus on what you are being taught in classroom and then use that as and then try to solve questions directly. That would be a great thing for you if you are being able to do that. Secondly, that if you are finding any difficulties, then go and seek for help to any teachers, not only subject teachers but with any teachers like Sunil sir, Nitik sir or Bhavik sir. You can ask any one of them. They are very much kind hearted and experienced, well experienced. Apart from that, I would like to share some of my study tips. That firstly, before exams you should always do one thing, which is to do revisions. At the time of exams you should remember one thing. You should know that in the exam you should at least know that which question given question is from which chapter. That is one of the most important thing. You should revise thoroughly. You should complete your syllabus before exam. That is one of the two. These are the two main important things. Also, you should do one thing. Many students do this step and they found themselves in a big trouble. You should not do the syllabus at your own or start doing syllabus differently from class teaching. That is one big problem which at the beginning that would not be problem for you, but after some time you will find yourself in a big trouble. So I would like to suggest that go with the class as class flows. It's with that at the end you will find yourself in a good position. And lastly, I would like to say that don't get frightened from the JEE preparation and JEE exam. Just try to do one thing. Follow, be in your present and follow the class, whatever it is going, how you are presenting yourself in class. Your class performance should be good enough, and after that you should think about your JEE prep. Firstly, you should understand how you are performing in class. It is one of the important thing. And at the end, I would like to say that don't think that during the JEE preparation you are losing some other curricular activities. At the end, when you get to college, don't mind, but you don't have to do much study in college. You will find many things, many opportunities and experience which you are going to gain in college. I For example, I am right now in 2 to 3 clubs, which are providing me a large opportunities and experience. At the end of my first year, I have opportunities for internships and many other clubs events. So don't think that you don't have any opportunities if you don't do in 12th. You will gain many experience after that too. Yeah, that's all from my side. And if you have any other doubts, then ask for my number from Lakshman sir. They will provide me, and you can ask me any doubt anytime. I will solve. I will provide you give a right solution at that time. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Is everyone hearing the sound clearly and seeing the video clearly? Can you see? Were you seeing the audio? Were you seeing the video clearly and the audio as well? Was it clear? Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Students, keep interacting with us. Okay. So now let's just look at the last interaction that we have with our ex-student. Okay, this is Patel Shivam, who is currently studying in IISCR. Okay, so he's going to share experience. He's going to share experience about his JEE preparation. Okay, and how he got to the college where he is. Also, students, this is going to be the last student interaction that we have for today. Due to shortage of time, we are going to have to, skip over the others that we have available. Right, as you have seen, we have many students in different colleges in MBBS or for IIT or from IIT or NIT, but we'll have to cut short the interaction. Okay, now over to Shiva.
Hello everyone, I am Shivam Patel, currently studying in the BSMS program at IISCR, Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, Bhopal, one of the leading institutes for research in science in India. I studied my 11th and 12th A group. A group from Ultravision Academy, and believe me, you've got the best faculty members at Ultravision. All the teachers and tutors are really very helpful and supportive. Not only they are good in teaching, but also they are aware of all the opportunities available for you. I'm here because of their support. Now, talking of how I manage my studies, first and the most important thing is that you study regularly and attend the lectures. Learn new concepts very well and keep revising the old concepts so that you don't forget it. Practice more and more problems to get good understanding of the topic. Plan your routine and get enough sleep. Work hard to get good results. Just as Swami Vivekananda said, work hard and stop not till the goal is achieved. Nothing is possible without hard work. And that's it. Thank you everyone. All the best to all of you.
Hello, dear students. So, like you noticed here, we have had a couple of interactions with our ex-students. Hopefully, they were successful in inspiring you, in motivating you to get through with your ambition. Now, like they have all suggested, it is very important to get started in the first day, right? It is very important to not leave the preparations for future or for exam time. It's a long run. 2 years to go, you'll have to start early. All right. So get ready, everyone. Get ready. So this was actually your planned physics and chemistry class, but this session has already been very long. So after a short break at 12 o'clock, Lakshman sir is going to continue with his maths class. All right. So biology students may leave. It's okay, right? So at 12 o'clock, math students, please be ready for the math class. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully I'll see you soon. It's possible that some of you may have some queries, right? If you have some queries, like it has been suggested earlier, feel free to interact with us. All the faculty members are here present in this room. Interact with us through the chat box. Okay, you can type in your question, your comments, or anything that you want in the chat box, and we will give a proper response to it. We will help you out. So we already have one question here. Okay, from Udara Akshay. Is NCERT important? Okay, good question. Akshay, I would like to know whether you are from A group or from B group. Very good. Okay, so you are from A group, right? So as far as the board exam is concerned, NCERT is definitely like the main thing. Okay, so board exam questions are all from within the NCERT. Right now, as far as reading the book is concerned, I think I'm not going to tell you about that in this class because every subject has different character, right? So, for example, for maths, you don't need to read the NCERT book, correct? Obviously, I'm sure you understand that. But on the other hand, for chemistry, the situation is different. So I let it, I let it be said by the individual subject teachers in their respective class. Okay, at least for this question, because this is something that cannot be answered generally. But yes, if you are looking for entrance exams, it is quite clear that all the concepts are common. They are same everywhere in all syllabus. Whether you are trying for JEE or you're trying for NEET or BITSAT or IISc exams or anything, or even board exam or GUJSET, same topics, right? So anyways, you'll have to learn the concepts. Again, by concepts, I clearly mean you have to understand the subject. Okay, memorizing, rote learning, mugging up won't work. All right. So understanding what is given in the book is very important, whether it's physics, chemistry, maths, or biology. Right? But yes, remembering the book line to line, that's not necessary. Okay, at least not in all the subjects. Okay, again, individual subjects will vary, so your teachers will tell you about that in their respective class. Okay, if anyone else has questions, you can definitely ask the questions here. Okay. Students that have no question may leave the meeting. Even math students may leave the meeting. Okay, at 12 o'clock you can join again for your maths class. I'm just going to wait over here for a minute or two for questions if you have any. All right. Feel free to interact. Think it's just like a normal classroom. Okay, just like you are at home, we are here. But we can chat, we can talk with each other. If anyone has any question in mind related to anything, you can definitely ask me. Like I said, I'm going to wait over here for a while. Okay, and then we are going to end the session when there are no questions. Okay, Manthan, your question is how many marks are necessary to qualify for JEE main? Okay, now, frankly speaking, your question is multifaceted. It's not a straight away thing what you're trying to answer. But let me be clear and let me explain all of this through. There is a minimum 60% qualifying score for board exams if you want to get admission in NITs or IITs. I will repeat. It is minimum 60% in board exams for getting admission to NITs or IITs, right? So if you don't get 60%, your JEE main score is of no use, right? But yes, trust me, if anyone prepares for standard 7, let's say, if anyone prepares for standard 7, don't you think you get at least 60% in standard 5, right? So I hope you get what I'm saying, because JEE or NEET, they are slightly tougher exams. When you prepare for tougher exams, you will be ready to go for the easy exam, right? It's never a problem. Understood? So to be very frank, in all this 10-year long teaching career, I've never seen a student who gets very good marks in JEE main but fails to get 60% in board. It's impossible. Same thing applies for NEET, everyone. Okay, biology students, same thing applies for NEET. It's not like you are going to score wonderful in NEET and you will fail in board exam. No, that's impossible. Okay, you are definitely going to qualify for NEET, I mean for the minimum percentage for board exam, right? Okay, I hope Manthan, your question has been answered. I think enough for this session. All right. Okay, I see that there are no further queries at the moment. Possible you may have queries in future. Don't worry, you can ask to us at any time. All right. So that's it for this session. Let's end it. Be ready to join the maths class at 12. Goodbye, everyone.